Chris Wood here. Ontario Provincial Police that need to be arrested and criminally felony charged for murders and attempted murder with intent to commit. My identity theft, my brain injuring, skull deforming, lung and kidney damage, kidnapping, sex assault, false arrest, surrounding hands on guns, medical treatment refusals, medical discriminations, having me arrested for wanting help against crimes, organized human trafficking, sex slavery trafficking, children and children to pedophiles, adults to sex offenders, identity thefts and frauds, financial thefts and frauds, brain injuring, skull splitting, body mutilations. Spencer Mills 14716, now allegedly Aurelia. Staff Sergeants, years 2019, 2021, sodomy, sex assault, kidnapping. Ex-Chief or Commander, year 2019, pedophile, sex slavery trafficker, and had me shot before he left in 2019 of August of 2019. Shannon Cork, face laugher, over me telling her to arrest her boss as he walked by, and then he went on to stalk, harass, and murder my mother, and she knew exactly what was going to happen. Then there is Billy Wold. Then there is Robert Lucas. Robert can fuck, can kill, can get away with it. Money Badge Family Town Council lives no more than 50 feet from my back door. Robert Kane, Stacy, a mental health worker, was Kingston or was Napanee, now Kingston, and Shelley Hafner or Huffner, CEO, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital. Administration, Patient Relations, Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, name and file falsifier, medical blacklister. She also gave my CAT scan results away to her girlfriend Stacy, and Stacy in return gave them to Spencer Mills, and I was given fake ones. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor. Triage nurses Terry, Tanya, David. Be very careful if you ever have to go to that hospital. They are very seriously corrupt. They are very seriously dangerous, and they work with and for the police and inmates, and I have proven it. Organized human trafficking, poor, homeless, murdering the elderly, financial thefts and frauds, disability and welfare pensions, thefts and frauds, forgeries, bank frauds and thefts, false arrest for identity thefts, prints, pictures, signatures, forgeries, framings, frauds, blood and piss stealing through kidnapping, and then having me arrested using inmate criminal pieces of shit for drop charges and other low-life junkie drug traffickers with and for OPP. Billy Wooldridge, wanted harbored inmate sex offender who OPP cannot touch and will not touch killers because it will prove that they are harboring dangerous wanted criminals that they are protecting while using for crimes. Blair Hardy, who is a drug trafficker, drug lacer, a rapist, obsessed stalker, homosexual, sex slavery trafficker, and guilty of multiple murders. Jason Gimpy Two-Step Van Alstyne, guilty of homicide, attempted homicide, and being involved with the murder of my dog. Tyler T. Baglake, guilty of being involved with the murder of my dog and guilty of attempted murder on me and death threats, arson threats. Dale Hartwick, guilty of attempted murder. Tony Hearns, guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit, 4 drop charges, to aid OPP in their revenge retaliation. This is why nobody is arrestable in Napanee. This is how they assure their crimes. They even have a justice of the peace who is corrupt and who obstructs for them. So be very careful once they cast their lies against you. If you are poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, you are screwed because you have no way to get help. I have proven it. I am the end of my bloodline. My mother was murdered, my dogs were killed, and I am being physically changed and murdered, being mentally injured to the point where if I forget about this, it goes away, they get away with it, and I get fucked out of this. No matter how much I've shown and proven this to me, all it would take is a brainwave scan from somebody that wasn't criminally involved with OPP or that wasn't involved with their threats where they could intimidate the person doing the medical work. All of this to me can be proven. One way or another, there will be arrests, whether too late or police, doctors, Billy Waldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Vin Alstein, and the rest of you pieces of shit who are human trafficking lowlifes with and for OPP. This is how they get out of their. This is how they get out of arrest and lawsuits. Criminal junkie pieces of shit, lies, time buying, cover ups, and then they transfer to avoid the arrest and charging in lawsuits in hopes of deniability through their badge and positions. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills and the rest of you fucks who left? Chris Wood, love all, hate none, be safe, watch yourselves, watch your children, watch your finances. Billy Waldridge, Tyler Lake, Billy Waldridge, Blair Hardy, Van Alstyne, you are all seriously fucked, especially if I share DNA with any of you lowlives because I am the end of my bloodline. So anytime anybody wants to go have bodies exhumed, I'm more than willing to, you fucking pieces of shit. And one way or another, all police and doctors, the hospital, you owe me millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars for what you've done to me. I can prove my physical changes that have been taking place with me that you've been calling a fucking liar, hallucinations, and everything else. Well, I can very well prove my words, so you're fucked. You can have me charged for you can have me falsely charged for wanting help to save my life, and in return you did that to fuck me, and in return you did that to try to deflect the crimes from yourself in an attempt to get away with what you've been getting away with, not having to prove anything. You work with and for the police, you work with and for criminals, inmates, drug traffickers, rapists, pedophiles, lowlives. Chris Wood, love all, hate none, be safe.